waiting for the grid to line up. It's a random grid and we're off and racing. So it looks like Bundy has managed to start from first. I don't know how he managed that, but I'm pretty sure he started from first last week. Hello everyone, welcome to RedMystRacing. You are with Knight Rider. Welcome to round 4 of the RMR GT Championships. We're at Watkins Glen this week. We've got 15 drivers so far in the lobby tonight, so it's going to be big and it's going to be epic. Should be a good race. Alright, so we're back. Last week was the team championship, which was a lot of fun. We had 18 drivers rock up for 6 teams. If you want to watch the video of that, check us out on YouTube, RedMystRacing. There was some really good races. 3 races. First one was the trucks. Surprisingly, very, very good race. So go check that out. That was very, very good. So the next team event, if you want to tune in, same time as now, as always, will be the last Thursday of March, March 28th at this stage. Alright, so next week, don't forget to tune in next week, GT Round 5, we are at, if I can remember, I cannot remember where next week's race is. No, can't remember. I wrote it down somewhere, but can't remember. Alright, so let's have a look at the table after 3 rounds. Now we've got Bundy sitting in top position on 70 points. He had 2 wins in the first 2 rounds. Finished 3rd in the 3rd round. He was leading most of the race, but had a bit of an issue and managed to claw his way back up to 3rd, which was a pretty good run, really. RMR in 2nd place with 64 points. He's had a 2nd, a 5th and a 4th. 3rd place, FACR Phased on 58. You can see his finishing positions there. So the next 3, Phase, Pope and Bam, are pretty much there because they've completed in all 3 races. So they round out the top 5. So you're going to have to watch out for FT tonight. He's finished 3rd and 1st in his last 2 races. The race where he finished 3rd, he pitted on lap 1. Probably cost him the race because he ended up running out of tyres by the end of the race. Ended up finishing 3rd, which was still a pretty good result. Another one to watch out for, Dopiest. He missed last week, and I'm just going to have a look. I think he's here this week. Yes, he's here this week as well. So he finished 3rd and 4th in the first 2 races. So watch out for him. We got Carnifex in 8th. He's actually here as well. 2nd and 5th. And last round we had FACR Slardy finish in 2nd place. He is not here as yet. But I did hear he'll probably be turning up. If not, he's probably watching, and a shout out to Slidey. Alright, so it looks like they're getting the lobby ready. We're probably about 10 minutes away from go time. I'll leave the table up so you guys can have a little bit more of a look. At this stage there's a couple of drivers missing from the table, but we've got a couple of extra drivers that have just signed up to the series. We've got Aussie Bogan, who's in the number 92 BMW M3 GT2. So we'll see how he goes tonight. And we have... I thought we had another one. Where am I? We've got CT's 197. He is also in his first race tonight. So he's in the Nismo GTR, and so there's a couple of drivers in the Nismo. Who else? We've also got Scissor. Scissor's also in the Nismo GTR, so a couple of new drivers to look out for. Now, there is one driver with a name change, and if you have a look down in 9th place, you have Kingdom for a Horse. He is now RMR Kingdom. He's just signed up to the RMR team, so our team is growing all the time. Alright, so let's check out the field, check out some liveries, shall we? So jump onto this screen. Round 5 next week at Yas Marina, so that'll be on the 14th of March. Alright, so we'll check out the new guys. New to this series anyway. We've got Scissor. There's Nismo in the green and white, running the same colour suit, so that looks pretty good. So we've got CTs, kind of running the same livery as Scissor, so they're running team liveries, which looks pretty awesome, so that would be cool. So there's RMR Kingdom, so he's running his own livery as normal, but he's just joined up to the team. The other new person tonight is Aussie Bogan. He's just running the straight livery in the BMW at the minute, so watch out for him. Now we've got Eeyore is here this week. If I look back on the table, Eeyore ran race number 2. He ran. I think he was pretty unlucky in that race too, so look out for him to be vying near the top as well. But there's 16 drivers here, and all of them are pretty quick, so it should be an excellent race. We're probably about 8 minutes from start time, so I might just shut up for a little bit and scroll through the liveries so you can have a look. Just waiting for the grid to line up. It's a random grid, and we're off and racing. So it looks like Bundy has managed to start from first. I don't know how he managed that, but I'm pretty sure he started from first last week as well. Looks like everyone's got through the first couple of turns. Not too bad. We're staying board with Bundy at the moment. Lost a bit of... We've got Slarty has managed to get his way up to second already. We've got Snooter in 3rd and 4th with Epic Sabotage. Bit of argy-bargy. Snooter's out, run wide. Oh, he's very wide. Also jump back down with Arstrack. Arstrack's in 4th place, just gone past Epic Sabotage now. Alright, so it looks like we are pretty close to go time. Almost everyone has readied up. Looks like everyone's readied up, so we should be very close to go time now. 16 drivers. This is round 4 Watkins Glen RMR Forza GT Championship. If you want to check out the details of the racing, head to RedMystRacing on Facebook. Check out all the details there. Alright, we're just about ready to go. We're heading to the start line. Hopefully we get a clean start. So Dopey is starting from first place. We'll jump back a little bit. Jump back with RMR Kingdom, who started from 6th. Oh, there's a massive pile up in the pits. And there's one of the Forza fun things that usually happens. So we'll start that one again. Oh my god. So we have Kingdom is spinning underneath two other cars. This game, hey. Alright, I guess that'll be a restart. Let's see if I can actually exit. Exit the spectate lobby. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Alright, so I got a little bit of time. The first three races were a set amount of laps, and we had one pit stop. This week's a little bit different, slightly less amount of laps, but there will be two races tonight, each with a pit stop. The first race will be random grid, second race will be reverse grid. So that should play out some very interesting tactics. We'll see who's game enough to enter the pits early on these cars that chew their tyres up like there's no tomorrow. Alright, so we'll just wait for everyone to ready up again. So looks like we've had a few people jump out and go to jump back in. Alrighty. So just check that out, everyone. Yeah, quite a few of the guys that were stuck inside are actually just restarting the game. Hopefully the second restart will be fine. We're up to 11, not including me. Everyone's slowly getting back in the lobby. Just getting an update from the lobby host. RMR Track being the lobby host tonight, as usual. First time you host the lobby, it just doesn't work. Sure, we've all been there before. Alright, while we wait for everyone to jump back in, let's have a quick look at the table again. As I say, we've got a few new drivers tonight, so first race of the season. So it looks like Bundy has managed to start first. I don't know how he managed that, but I'm pretty sure he started. Yeah, have a look. We've only actually got 6 drivers that have driven the whole season, but that's alright. It's a long season. It's more of a marathon than a sprint, so unlucky for Dopiest, starting for first place and the game crashes. Always fun. Once again, if you just joined in, apologies. Good old Forza with the crazy pit system happening when we start the race. I'm sure you guys all know about it. Just waiting for everyone to jump back in the lobby after they restart the game. Racing shouldn't be too far away. We're up to 14. Just a couple more now we're waiting on by the looks of it. Kingdom from Wars. Oh well, phased, but a If you look in the background at the moment, I've got the racing that happened at Silverstone, which is round 3. A little bit of a replay of near the end of the race, mid to end race. Take the table off so you guys can have a bit of a look. It's black. It's just gone around the last couple of corners now. Nope, I've left it back on. There we go. So it was a pretty good race last time out. Alright, so it looks like we've almost got everyone in and ready to go. It looks like the last gentleman has jumped back in and his car has stopped spinning, which is good. Just waiting for a couple of guys to ready up and we should be ready to go. They've all readied up now. Alright. Take 2 of round 4, Watkins Glen. This is race 1, 15 laps, 1 pit stop. Here at the RMR Forza GT Championship. Fingers crossed we all get away cleanly. And they're off and racing, are they? Oh, something has gone wrong here. No, it looks like everyone got away cleanly. Quickly jump on board with RMR Bam. Looks like everyone's got through the first corner nice and cleanly. The Zeus in 10th. Oh no, Epic Sabotage just got spun around. He's gone backwards. He gets hit and spun back around. Dopius has done a spin. Looks like we're going for another restart, boys. I had a feeling that when our screen jumped away that somebody was in the pits. Alright, take 3. Can it be 3rd time lucky? I'm not sure. This crazy game that we loved and enjoy. So somebody's disconnected. Must have been why we restarted. Not sure who that is. Let's have a bit of a look. See if we can work it out. Someone else's Pope's come back in. Someone else dropped out, unfortunately. Not sure who that is. Apologies, guys. This is what happens sometimes with online racing. As we sit here and in peacefulness. So it seems that someone said that maybe having the 1 pit stop on has made it happen. Alright, so they're having a bit of a discussion now. They might have to take the pit stop off to make it so it doesn't go silly. So someone was in the pits, unfortunately, in that one. So I apologise, guys. We're almost 10 minutes late at this stage. Fun with Forza. If you just joined in, apologies, we hopefully will get underway pretty soon. We're just sorting out the pit stops and the game not working with the pit stops, and yeah. So we're almost ready to go. So we've got a car, one person who's missing still from the lobby. They may or may not come back. And everyone's almost readied up, just waiting for Bam to ready up and then we'll be ready to go. I think the decision's been made that we might get rid of the quick stop. Apologies guys, not sure what the hold up is at the moment. I think we're still waiting for the last driver who was in here but has got disconnected or was restarting the game. Let's come back. Should be underway any minute. Alright, Scissor's just reconnected. Just wait for him to stop spinning. So it looks like we're going to try again. 15 laps, 1 pit stop, Watkins Glen, the full circuit. Watch out for the action at the bus stop. Should be very, very interesting on the first lap. Alright, Scissor, it's ready to go. Just waiting for Bam to ready up, as he's usually the last one, just to get the game underway. There he goes. Fingers crossed. This is the third go, guys. RMR Forza GT Championship Round 4, Watkins Glen. This is race 1. Fingers crossed, legs crossed, arms crossed, stand upside down. Anything you need to be superstitious to get this game to work. And it looks like we might be underway. Alright, jump on board with RMR RStrack in 7th. Looks like everyone's got away clean. They go through the first corner. The RMR guys are side by side. Bear managed to get through. Zeus on the inside. In his Jag, just touches Bam. Oh, RStrack just gets touched by Scissor. Nothing in it there. They're going 3 and 4 wide up the hill. RMR goes onto the grass to try and keep it clean. Pope, FT and CT is behind. And they get through nice and clean. We're going to jump forward to Phases in 5th. They're all going to be single file through the bus stop to keep it nice and clean. Looks like no issues so far. It's a long race, so everyone keeping it tidy. Phase going down the inside of Eeyore. Eeyore runs a little bit wide. It's got Epic Sabotage in front of him. It's in 3rd place. Currently leading, we have Carnifex in 2nd and Dopius in 1st. And they've got a bit of a lead now over Epic Sabotage. So we jump back down the order a little bit to Zeus. He's still side by side with Bam and Eeyore. 3 wide up the hill. Bam just runs really wide and Zeus goes, I'll just go back down the middle. Bam trying to tuck in the slipstream. Zeus is keeping him on the outside, nowhere to go. Runs a bit deep. Does it give Eeyore and Kingdom the chance to get on the inside? They don't quite have the chance at the moment. It's like Phase has got past Sabotage up ahead. Phased into 3rd. Bam getting a really good run out of the corner. Not sure how he did that, but doing well. Goes around the inside up into 5th. Oh, Zeus into the side of him just a little bit, runs him a little bit wide. As they go side by side. As they cross the line to complete the first lap, we jump on board with Phil. It's got Bundy, Kingdom and Eeyore in front. 3 Lamborghinis all together. Phil backs off and lets them go. Got RMR in 11th, Scissor 13 and FT still in 12th. Well, RMR much better run than Phil. Not sure what happened there. Phil must have lost a fair bit of momentum. So they're going to be 2 wide through the bus stop at the moment. There's a little bit of sideways up at the front. Eeyore, oh, he's hit the tyres. Kingdom's lost out as well. Kingdom in the Eeyore in the grass. CT's and Kingdom side by side. We've got Phil who's super wide. The Lamborghini's struggling around that tyre. The downhill. So is he going to struggle around here? He's in the grass a little bit. We've got CT's manages to get around him on the outside. So Phil not having the best day in this car. He's struggling a big time. Down into 12th. So jump back up to Bundy who's in 7th at the minute. It's got Bam in front of him in 6th. So Zeus has managed to stay ahead of him, but it looks like we have a new person in 4th. Epic Sabotage still in 4th, Phase, Carnifex and Dopius in 1st. Jump on board with Bam and Zeus. They're having a really good battle at the moment. 2 probably not that popular cars. We've got the Jag and the Bentley, but they're having a race. Bam's gone for an early pit stop, pitting on lap 2. So he's trying to get out of the action in the middle of the pack. So first one to pit, I would say. Eeyore 14th, Aussie Bogan 15th and Pope in 16th. Not sure what happened to Pope there. Maybe he's gone for an early pit stop. So we'll keep an eye on that as the race progresses. So we've got Bundy now. He's managed to catch up to Zeus. Bundy, our championship leader, is down in 6th place. They're on lap 3, so he's got plenty of time to catch back up to the front guys. He's hounding Zeus there. Zeus not there giving him any space to try and get past him. Jump up to the front. Looks like Carnifex and Dopius. Dopius just keeping his distance. Driving nice and clean and staying ahead. Oh, I was just about to say Carnifex showing how the Lambo should be driven as he runs wide, of course. So jump back with Bundy. Can he find a way past Zeus? Zeus is making the Jag very wide. Oh, Bundy's trying to go around the outside. Just touched Zeus, unfortunately, slowed him down. Bundy's gone around the other outside, but Zeus keeping the inside apex. He's going to run wide. No, he keeps it nice and tight. Nowhere for Bundy to go. Doesn't quite get a good run either. Still trying to go around the outside, just waiting for Zeus to make an error, and he's going to be on the outside again. As he come around to complete lap 3. Oh, Bundy with the run out of the corner. Zeus still on the inside, but I don't think it's going to help him. As we have a look back, we got FT starting to catch these two as they battle, come together a little bit and push him wide. And if we have a look, FT is right there. So if I have a look, Dopius is in first. And oh no, he's run wide. So Bundy runs wide, lets FT through. Oh no, Bundy's hit the tyres. Not a good race for Bundy. So FT's also run wide. Arstrak's managed to get through. Not sure if there was a little bit of contact there. But Arstrak up into 5th. Pretty sure he was in 11th just before. Him and FT have driven through the field as pit stops are happening. We've got Scissor now up into 7th. Arstrak running wide, FT looking for the inside, but Arstrak gets the power down nice and early. Zeus, he's holding off 4th place at the minute. So, as I was trying to say, it looks like Carnifex has pitted. He's down in 14th. Bam 15th has pitted, Pope in 16th. I have to keep an eye on whether Pope has pitted or not, but I have a feeling he has. So jump on board with 11th place at the moment, and that's RMR Kingdom. Yeah, RMR Kingdom in 11th. Chasing RMR Phil, the Lamborghinis together. Just ahead of them we have Bundy also in the Lamborghini, so he's got going again. He's in 9th, but with all the pit stops he's probably down a little bit further at this stage. Trying to resurrect his race after hitting the bus stop. Hit it pretty hard. I had a feeling he might have, but there we go. Alright, so jump on board with FT. FT still got Arstrak ahead of him. We've got Zeus ahead of him in 4th. These are the 3 closest cars on track at the moment after a few people have pitted. So get through the bus stop. Oh, I don't know what happened to Arstrak then. The car just gripped on him as he turned in. Lost out badly. These couple of turns, the bus stop and the, I think it's the outer loop, everyone's having trouble. Zeus a little bit loose. The Zeus is loose. Not sure whether FT ran into a back end then, but backs off a little bit. So FT up into 5th. If we have a look, so we've got Dopiest. He's run the best lap at the moment. He's out by himself. He's done a 1:47 as I accidentally hit the wrong button. So Dopiest quickest out on the track at the moment, and he is out by himself, so tough for anyone to catch him. So FT looking for a way through. Zeus just takes the inside line, so FT can't get past. FT's got a better run. Zeus runs wide, but Zeus knows where to position his car. FT's got the run on him now. Nothing Zeus can do now. It'll be interesting to see how they go under braking the first turn. We know from the previous lap that Zeus is pretty good. As they complete lap 5, 1/3 of the way through the race, these two are yet to pit. Arstrak has managed to catch up to these guys as they've been battling. There's still a good battle between these 3 happening. Go up the hill. Arstrak just looking for a way past Zeus. Zeus is just like, my car is big and green. You find a way past my car. Oh, I thought he was going to try for a side-by-side through the inner loop, commonly known as the bus stop. FT's run wide onto the grass. Zeus looking for a way through, couldn't make it work. Luckily for FT, he holds on to his 4th position. Zeus locks it up. There's Arstrak trying to get on the inside. Zeus blocks the door. So we head up the hill. Zeus struggling, but it seems to be once he gets into that third, fourth gear, his car's got a lot of speed. RMR gone for the move, is he? Side by side, he makes that happen, but Zeus has got the inside. Can he bring it back? I think he is. Is he going to go for it? RMR running wide, Zeus maybe a little bit on the grass, they touch. RMR manages to keep it out of the tyres and he's got the move done. Zeus down to 6th. Jump on board with Scissor. We haven't had a look at Scissor today in the Nissan, so we've got a couple of Nissans in the race. Probably the first couple of Nissans we've had this season. Scissor up to 5th. He's got Bundy behind, so Bundy's starting to resurrect his race. It'll be interesting to see once everyone pits where they all jump out. If I have a look at the map, 3 people are pitted at the moment. We'll jump on board. So Vakar phased is in 1st, FT in 2nd, so a few of the front guys have pitted. So Dopius was in 1st and now he's in 8th. As he comes out of the pits on his fresh tyres. We're on lap 7, almost halfway, so most of these guys are pitted before halfway. So it'll be interesting to see how the tyre wear goes near the end. As I jump forward, we've got a big battle here happening from all the guys that have not pitted. They're all pretty close. We're on board with Bundy at the moment. Scissor in 5th, Zeus 4th, RMR in 3rd. They're starting to pull away from this group. Now, RMR Phil behind, but we can't see him as yet. As Zeus with a little bit of a lock-up coming into the corner, gets it around it nice and smooth this time, under no pressure. Runs a little bit wide, takes a late apex. Scissor looking up the inside, can't make it happen. But meanwhile, Bundy gets the run on Scissor. Scissor had to back off because of Zeus, and Bundy starting to resurrect his race up into 5th, still yet to pit. So it'll be interesting to see when he does pit. Still have phased in 1st, FT 2nd, RMR 3rd, Zeus 4th, Bundy 5th, Scissor 6th, and RMR Phil in 7th. I believe they're the ones that haven't pitted. Eeyore in 8th. Not quite sure about Eeyore, whether he's pitted or not. Looks like Eeyore just pitted just then. Yep, we're on board with Eeyore, so he is just pitting now. So the top 7 runners have not pitted at this stage. But Bundy's gone for Zeus. Can Buddy get it done on the next couple of corners? Oh, Zeus runs a little bit wide. Bundy throws it up the inside. Oh, Zeus has run wide, has he? No. Managed to keep the power down. Bundy braking heaps later, but Zeus is holding him there. He's not going to even get any run. Zeus is going to have the inside run into the next corner. Great side-by-side racing from these guys. Is Bundy going to go around? No. Zeus pushes it really deep. He says, no, this is my position, I'm keeping it. Tries to go a little bit wide. Bundy goes really deep under the brakes, just uses the power to turn the car. And he manages to finally get the move done on Zeus. Wow, just throws the car in there. Slams on the brake, uses the power to turn it. And he's now up into 4th. It'll be interesting to see whether he pits this lap or he's going to keep going. He's going to keep going. Bundy resurrecting his race. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out. So you've got Dopius in 8th. He's just coming around the final bend now, so we'll jump on board with Dopius. Beautiful exit out of the corner as he comes to complete lap 8. So once the other guys pit, we'll see how far away they are from Dopius, but Dopius does have the fastest lap of the race still, I believe. So let's have a look at player focus. check out the race stats. No, we got FT now has run the fastest lap of the race, so 146.2. Carnifex with the top speed. So we watch him go through the bus stop. Beautiful and clean. No shortcutting there. Alright, let's look for a battle, shall we? So 4th, 5th and 6th are reasonably close. Let's check out these guys. So Scissor 6, Zeus in 5th, Bundy in 4th. So Bundy's managed to make a little bit of a gap on Zeus now. Scissor trying to catch up on Zeus. Zeus runs a little bit wide. Locks it up a little bit, gets a little bit sideways. So will these guys pit this lap? That is the question. The tyres must be starting to scream now through the corners. And we do have one pitting. Zeus, is he going to go in? He is. Scissor follows him. No pit issues, thankfully. Looks like Phased is just up ahead of him. Phased coming out of the pits now. So FT takes position 1. Let's see how long he lasts until he pits. So we've got just only 3 people now left to pit. Everyone else has pitted. So Dopiest is in 4th. He's managed to get fast Phased. So it's just a matter of where he comes out against the front 3 now. A few guys still in the pits. So we jump back to 15th and 16th. We'll have a look how Eeyore and Kingdom are going. Eeyore almost ran into the back of Kingdom. Looked like Kingdom braked early, but he's having a little bit of trouble in his Lamborghini. Running the new RMR, the newest RMR team member. So go back forward a bit, and we've got Bam. Now Phased is showing just ahead of him. This is interesting. So we've got Pope, Bam, and Phased. Go back and have a look. So Zeus has come out of the pits in 9th, just ahead of Epic Sabotage. So while Zeus was having all his battling, he's lost a lot of time and position. So unfortunately down in 9th. So we've got FT and Bundy still haven't bitted. Arstrack is now in the pits. Dopiest in 4th. So we'll jump on board with Dopiest and see if he manages to come out in front of Arstrack. It looks like he will. Arstrack's still in the pits. So Dopiest up to 3rd. 2 people left in front of him that have not pitted yet. Carnifex has managed to jump Arstrack as well. Phased is coming around. It's going to be close to see whether Phase managed to get past Arstrack as well. So Arstrack should come out in 6th. It's going to be very close to Bam. Let's jump on board with Bam. See where Arstrack comes out. Oh, Arstrack very loose out of the pits. The teammates are going to be side by side up the hill. Is Arstrack going to give him room? Oh, Bam's just got the run. And Arstrack relegated to 7th, but with a few left to pit. Jump on board with FT just for a little bit as he comes around to complete lap 11, final couple of corners. Alright, as he comes to complete lap 11, he's going into the pits. Yes, he is, using every bit of the track as he can. So we've got Bundy who's in 2nd. Is Bundy going to pit this lap? Bundy is pitting. Alright, let's jump on board with Dopiest. Now we're showing a dot around about here somewhere, so someone's disconnected by the looks of it. Alright, Dopiest coming around to complete lap 11. and looks like he's going to stay ahead of FT and Scissor. So Dopiest first place, Carnifex in second. FT just exiting the pits now in third, and he'll keep third place. Phased in fourth. So FT running some fastest laps of the race in that stint, but Dopiest running the most best laps. So as you see there, 146, and we have quite a few people near the back that are in a battle, so we'll go have a look at those. We have Bundy 8, Pope 7th, Arstrack in 6th, and Bam in 5th. Teammates with Pope just behind him. Oh, Bundy runs a little bit wide. So Bundy was having a really good race until he hits the tyres. After all the pits have come, he is in 8th place. So Bam and Arstrack having a really good battle there. There's also one more battle just behind this. We've got a group of 5 cars. We've got CTs in 12th, Scissor in 11th, Epic Sabotage 10th, Zeus just ahead in 9th. So I said it was 5, but it's actually a group of 4. These guys battling it out. Epic Sabotage loose, Scissor looking for the way through. Can Scissor get the way through as well? Teammates, as per the liveries, they're going to jump back in behind each other. Scissor going for the move. He pulls out of it. He tried. He's lost a lot of time to CTs. CTs has gone around the outside. Scissor going to tuck back in behind CTs. Oh, very loose out of the corner. Epic Sabotage just touched a little bit of the grass then too, but the guys couldn't do anything about it, as we have someone pulled over on the side of the track there. Not sure who that is. That is Aussie Bogan's pulled over. Unfortunately, his race seems over. Alright, so let's jump on board with Bundy. We've got Pope, Arstrack and Bam just ahead. Bundy looking for a way past Pope, tough in the tight twisty sections, as Pope's pretty good there. He's going to lose out down the straight here. Bundy just runs into the back of him, loses all his momentum, but look at that car. Oh, they're going to be side by side. Bundy, nightmares about that corner as he'd gone for the move but pulls out because he definitely doesn't want to hit that again. Lives to fight another day. Thought he was going to hit the bus stop again, but no. So Arstrack's managed to get past Bam. While all that was happening, we missed that move. So Pope hassling Bam now. No, Bam's still hassling Arstrack. Oh, Bam's run out into the grass. Pope's got the run on him. The Bentley, it's like it's got tractor tyres on, manages to keep the speed. Bam's given Pope the room. There's a side by side. Beautiful driving there, respectful driving. Bam now under pressure from Bundy. He's lost 2 positions in half a lap. Bam. So jump on board with Bundy. He's got a new person to try and attack now. He's going to find it hard. Oh, Bam into the grass. Tough, hard racing, throwing the cars. He touches the wall, so does Bundy, but Bundy managed to get more speed out of the wall than Bam. Wall riders are us. Bundy finally up in the 7th. Pope runs a little bit wide there, as we see. It's okay every now and then to run a little bit wide. We all do it. Oh no, Bundy has lost it into the wall. He's trying to use every inch of the track, lose another position to Bam. So this is lap 14. He's only got one more lap to try and catch back up. So we might jump ahead because Carnifex and Dopiest, they've been this distance apart for the whole race. Dopiest going back up the hill. Carnifex, can we see him down the straight? There he is. They've been pretty much running 1 and 2 the whole race, apart from some pit stops here and there, but FT has fought his way up to 3rd place. So he's catching slowly. He's going to run out of time. Starting from so far back on the grid, he took a long time to get through the field, unfortunately for him. But a good race nonetheless. Jump on board with Pope. He's got Bam ahead of him in 6th. Got RMR up ahead. Bundy's got one more lap to try and gain some more positions. He tried so hard to get past these two. Just wasn't to be. Oh, Pope is so sideways. He's trying so hard to get past Bam. He knows he's got to get a good run out of the corners. They touch. All the while, Bundy is looking. He's like, can I get there? As we enter the final lap, they head around the first turn. Bam a little bit loose off the ripple strip. Just keeping an eye on the track while we keep an eye on this battle. Jump on. Oh, Bundy's got such a good run. He touches the back of Pope. Is he going to go for it? He's not. He backs off. He's scared of the bus stop. Miles away. Bam was really slow through there. Pope is trying to find a way through, but Bam's car is huge. Pope going down the inside. Gets the run, but Bam's going to have the inside line. Where's Bundy in all of this? He's close. Zeus in 9th. Lurking for any issues that may happen. Oh, Pope into the back of Bam. Bam had to brake super early. This battle is immense, but we'll jump on board with Dopius as he's just about to come around the final turn to complete Watkins Glen Race 1 in first place. Dopius finishes the line in first. Carnifex in second. FT battles his way through the race. He's in third. Jump back to FaZe. FaZe had such a good race. He's in fourth. Kept it nice and clean. RMR in 5th. Was up near the front 3 for a while, pending pit stops. We've got Bam 6th, Pope 7th, Zeus in 9th. I missed someone in the middle there in 8th. Pope was in 8th actually. CT's 10, Sabotage 11th, Scissor 12th. So jump on board with RMR Philly. Unfortunately, he struggled this race. He's down in 13th. So we have a look, we've got a couple more runners. Kingdom and Eeyore still having an epic battle. A battle to the end. We'll stay on board with these guys. Is Kingdom kind of hold on to 14th place, just the front of Eeyore. Gets around there nice and clean. Don't think Eeyore's going to have the run. So Kingdom in 14th, Eeyore in 15th. And we have Aussie Bogan in 16th, who just pulled over. What a race. Plenty of action there. Amazing battles all the way up the field. So we're just going to wait for the race timer to run out. Will it give us the previous race? It will not. We'll wait until this finishes before we check out the final standings as per Forza. Don't go away, everyone. That was race 1. We will be starting race 2 very, very soon. Another 15 laps, 1 quick stop, but reverse grid. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. I will be back in a sec. Alright, welcome back. Yo, Night Rider, this is RedMystRacing. This is round 4, Watkins Glen. Coming up to race 2, let's have a look at the previous results. Race 1, we got Dopiest finishing first, pretty much had the race to himself, started from pole. The lucky guy from the random grid. So it's showing as FT finished in second, and as we know, that isn't quite correct. Carnifex showing as a DNF, but as we saw, Carnifex did finish in second place. FT finished third, started from a long way back, but managed just to force his way up. Fakar Phase finished in 4th, Ice Track 5th, Bam 6th, Bundy 7th, Pope 8th, Zeus 9th, battling with all the top guys for such a long time. CT's 10th, Epic Sabotage 11th, ended up finishing 12th after he was in front of Epic and CT's for quite a while. RMR Field 13th, EL 14th, Kingdom 15th. As we said before, Carnifex did finish second, and Aussie Bogan finished 16th. Alright, looks like we're almost ready for a race 2. Everyone just having a little bit of a break until we get underway. Just letting the race controller, which is RMR Snooter, is not here tonight. He's got previous engagement, letting him know that Carnifex did finish second. Not what this says, which is very weird because we all saw that Carnifex finished second. But there you go. Apparently, according to DNF, which isn't right. Anyway, down to 15 drivers. Someone has logged off, unfortunately. Might be restarting the game before we go for race 2. Let's hope that no one's forgotten that there is 2 races tonight. 2 15-lap races, 1 pit stop in each. It's the first RMR GT Championship long race. Long race split into 2. It's kind of an enduro, but we split it into 2 just for something a little bit different. So you guys want to sign up next week? We are round 5. We are at Yas Marina. Another tough track in these cars. That one won't be an enduro, it'll be a normal race. 20 laps around there. There will be 1 pit stop as usual. So a few positions available if you want to sign up to next week. I'm sure RMR Snooter will be back as the race host for that race. And in a couple of weeks' time, don't forget, here live, RedMystRacing on Twitch, you will see the 3rd RMR team event, 28th of March. We have 6 teams, I believe, signed up, maybe 7 already. It's going to be some interesting racing, I do believe. We're going to be running Formula Mazda around Bathurst, which should be a very, very exciting race. everyone was almost readied up. It looks like the Zeus is spectating this race, so maybe he can't race at the minute. We're just waiting for Aussie Bogan and Carnifex to ready up, and we should be ready to roll. RMR Bam, usually the last to ready up, has readied up already. So just waiting for Aussie Bogan and Carnifex. Waiting for them to get underway. So random reverse grid. Let us. So grid order, as you can see, RStrack has got it ready to roll. We've got Bogan, Kingdom, Eeyore, Phil, Scissor, CT's Pope, Bundy, Bam, RStrack phased, FT, Carnifex, and Zeus and me are spectating, and the Dopiest is not here, unfortunately. So it may be getting a little bit late for Dopiest, so he might have had to go, unfortunately. So it would have been good to see him and FT try to barge their way through the field. And Carnifex, of course. Looks like we're just waiting for Carnifex to come back to his driver's seat. And Aussie Bogan. Right, Carnifex is readied up. Aussie Bogan just waiting for should be underway very soon. So apparently, I was just having a look at, apparently he pitted lap 3 and the game said that he didn't pit, so the game being the game, put him that he didn't finish. Well, there you go. But we definitely saw that he would have pitted. If he didn't pit it, he would have been miles out ahead. Alright, so we're just waiting for Aussie Bogan to ready up. And he is just readied up. So we are about to get ready for round 2, Watkins Glen, race 2, reverse grid. Aussie Bogan will be starting from pole, Kingdom from the first row alongside him. Let's hope for no pit retardedness. Carnifex and FT will be starting from the back. No Dopiest in this race, unfortunately, and no Zeus, but Zeus will be spectating. He's obviously got some issue there. Just doing a little bit of a grid rearranging. So yeah, that is right. Eeyore will be starting from the first row of the grid. As we get the launch countdown, we're ready to roll. This is the RMR Forza GT Championship, round 4. This is race 2, reverse grid. And as they get underway, Eeyore's got such a good run out of the corner again. So Aussie Bogan getting swamped by everyone. Bundy's up to 5th. Bundy looking for a good race. Aussie Bogan's almost let everyone through, but that's not too bad. Everyone racing clean through the first couple of turns. Up the hill, any bashing and crashing? None as yet. Someone's a little bit loose, but they managed to get through. FaZe pushes his way through. There's a few guys into the corner. They're into each other. FaZe pushes him over there. As they come up, everyone's a little bit slow here. Oh, FaZe going really deep. He's into the side of CT's. Everyone manages to miss the tyres. Carnifex up into 11th. RMR Track is behind there. So somehow these two guys have lost out. Let's have a look where FT has managed to get him. FT is up to 5th. So he sliced his way through the pack. Kingdom behind him in 5th. Pope in 6th. Into the back of Phil. Wasn't expecting Phil to break that early. We've got Eeyore in 2nd. Who is up in 1st? We've got Bundy up in 1st. Our championship leader is on a mission to try and win this race. Let's jump back into the pack. We'll jump on board with RMR Bam, who's in 7th at the moment. He's got Scissor on the outside, but he's not going to get it done onto that turn. FT going around the outside of Phil manages to get the move done. So FT up into 3rd. Bam with a much better run than Pope out of the corner. Has gone down the inside. He's gone into the grass. Looks like Pope almost didn't see him then, but Pope's managed to get past Kingdom in all of that. Kingdom running a little bit wide, letting the faster guys go through. Phil 4th, Pope 5th, Bam 6th. As we complete lap 1. FT has come from nowhere. Last place to 3rd already. Just gets past Eeyore. It's got Bundy up ahead, so they resume the battle. Let's have a look. There's a couple of big groups brewing at the back at the moment. We'll jump back to the furthest group. We've got Track in 11th, CT's 10th, Kingdom. They're all trying to go side by side through the bus stop. It's just not going to work. Oh, I thought CT's had got into the tyres then, but he didn't. Track gave him room. Track getting smashed by everyone. Aussie Bogan down into 12th. Let's jump ahead. There's action aplenty, bashing and crashing. There's Scissor in 7th, hassling Bam now. Phil in 5th, looks like he's lost out to Pope. Pope is getting a good run this race, he's up into 4th. As Phil gets the move done on Bam, does he? He's trying. Looks like he might have it done as long as he keeps Bam out from the outside. He's going to push him round. We'll keep our view here. Phil get the move done, he does. Bam cuts in, looks like Scissor's going for a move on Bam now. Let's jump on board with Scissor. This is where the action is right now. Bam had to take his foot off the accelerator. Scissor looking for a way through, but they're side by side around the turn. Meanwhile, FaZe has just managed to push his way through. FaZe starting to weave his way through the field. Phil and Bam side by side. FaZe is like, there's nowhere to go. I'm going to try and go around the outside of these guys. Why not? And Scissor get back into this fight. Phil runs a little bit close to the wall. He's a little bit loose. He manages to get it under control. FaZe couldn't get through him. Scissor breaks early. We go through the pit stop, the bus stop for the 3rd time. It is not the pit stop. Oh, Phil out wide. Did FaZe run into him? I'm not sure. FaZe is going to pull over and wait for him, so does the right thing. Cover him a little bit of tap, unfortunately. Scissor up into 6th. FaZe still waiting for Phil to come back. I'm not sure where Phil is. He's a long way back now. Phil's back into 11th, so FaZe is going to lose a lot of positions if he waits for him, but he's doing the right thing. CT's and Track coming together. Track getting the run on the inside now, should get the move done. Now FaZe in front, so FaZe kind of held R-Track up a little bit there. CT is trying to get the run on the inside. He's going to brake late. Gets the move done, does he? R-Track back with a cutback on the other side. There's they come together a little bit, but R-Track holds onto his position. Nice move there. So we've got Bundy in first. Very close FT now. So jump on board with these guys. They've completed lap 3. I'm around the first turn, lap 4. FT all over the back of Bundy now. Can Bundy withhold the pressure? Let us hope that Bundy does not hit the tyre wall. Oh no, he's run really deep. No, he's almost done it again. Ah, oh, Bundy, what is going on? FT manages to miss him and gets through. Bundy's gonna never race this track again the way it's going. Wow. Maybe we won't jump on board with Bundy anymore for a while because we seem to see him crash. Pope's doing a good race at the moment. He's up into 3rd. Bam is 4th. He's got a nice gap to 5th. Eeyore, R-Track in 6th. So jump on board with R-Track. He's got Eeyore ahead of him. Eeyore having a good race. Scissor, CT's, the teammates, and FaZe just behind. R-Track runs really wide. Scissor trying to get it done on the inside. The Nissan just doesn't quite have the power in a straight line. So R-Track managed to keep his position using all the track. Scissor almost into the back of him, so Scissor got past CT's in there. Scissor going down the inside of R-Track. Can he get it done? He can't. A little bit of a twitch on R-Track out of the corner, but everyone twitched out of that corner. So R-Track under pressure from Scissor and CT's. Shades of the VMO Championship that's run on Sundays. As they complete lap 4, I think we've had one person pit from the middle. So no early pitters this time. So Carnifex in 12th. Carnifex may have pitted. Thought he might have been a bit further up. R-Track going for the move on. EO gets it done. EO lets him through. Didn't want to go through their side by side. Scissor gets it loose through the bus stop. CT's couldn't capitalise. EO's run a little bit wide. Is Scissor going to go for the move? He almost into the back of him. Couldn't hold it tight. All the meanwhile, CT's are like, surely I can get through here, but there is no room. We got phased. Phased drifting around the corner, almost gets it down on the inside of CT's. CT's look like he ran deep, but it's a perfect turn. So phased through on the inside. Can he get it done? Stay on board here, see if he gets the move done. He's going for it. No. Just into the side of CT's a little bit. Run CT's a little bit wide. FaZe backs off a little bit. FaZe is trying to get through the pack. Finishes the last race in 4th place, but he's having trouble getting past people in this race. Scissor up ahead. He's got Eeyore in his sights. Eeyore still having a very good race in 6th place at the minute. So Bam's up into 4th now, so a few people have pitted, I believe. We'll see if we can work out who that is. So Aussie Bogan's running 11th, Carnifex 12th, RMR Phil in 13th. It's quite possible that Carnifex has pitted, or there was an issue that we missed out on. So the front 5 at the minute are all spaced out a little bit, so the battles are here. These 5 guys are all the closest on the track at the minute, so we'll stay on board with Scissor. He's got Eeyore in his sights. Or gets it very wide out of the bus stop. Uses as much power through there as he can. CT's in phase. Oh, EO's lost it. He just lost traction in the corner. It's a tough corner to get right if you run too deep. Scissor gets the move done, but Scissor's run wide. He's got an or the move back on the inside. CT's trying to get through as well. But he's getting held up by EO now. EO doesn't quite have the speed. But is he going to go for the move? EO keeps it side by side. Scissor cuts him off. Doesn't give him any room even though they were side by side. I'm not sure he saw him there. Meanwhile, FaZe has put himself into this pack. Oh, you had to back off FaZe then to keep it on the tarmac. It's not the tyres that you want to hit in this game. You are a little bit loose on the tyres. On the grass, I meant. Doesn't look like green tyres. EO's lost it sideways again. Having massive issues with that car at the minute. Trying to hold on to these guys, but couldn't get it done. CT's gone for a move on FaZe. He gets through. FaZe kind of turned into him a little bit. CT's was definitely there. FaZe is still trying to fight his way back. He's up into 8th. Slowly but surely. Through the pit stop, jump back on board with FaZe hunting CTs again. Alright, so everyone is reasonably spaced out, so pit stops will come into play at some stage. Well, they both run really deep, but as we've seen before, they both like running deep there and come back on the apex. FaZe caught up quite a bit on that. CT's has gone defensive. Realised that it doesn't quite need to go that defensive just yet. Can FaZe get the move done? CT's a little bit on the grass, a little bit loose, touch the grass again. FaZe had nowhere to go, unfortunately. Backs off so he doesn't run into the back of him. It's a really good run out of that corner. Is he going to go for the move? He thought about it. Thought about it if CT's missed it, but didn't quite get it. So FaZe, can he get the run done? They're just coming on to start lap 8. More than halfway through. They haven't pitted as yet. Thought he was going to go for a lunge. Oh, he gives CT's just a little bit of a nudge and backs off. But FaZe, at the moment, getting the Mr. Nice Guy award from this race. So we have someone in the pits. Let's have a look, see if I can work out who that is. We have Aussie Bogan is in the pits, so RMR Phil is coming through the start finish line right now, and he will move up into 12th place. We have Carnifex in 11th, who I believe has pitted as well. So FT in first. He's not really getting away from Bundy. We'll have a jump on board with Bundy. FT not getting too far ahead of him now. FT did catch him up really quickly, so it's quite possible FT is just now running reasonably smooth laps because he is quick on this track. Running a gate race. Pope in third. Managed to get past all the battles. He's now running by himself, keeping the front two in his sights as he comes to complete lap 8. Goes into the pits, and now it gets interesting. So let's see. We'll jump on board with Bam. Bam is staying out. Arstrack is staying out. Arstrack in 5th. So we'll go back to Scissor. Scissor is also in the pits. CT's is in the pits. Eeyore stays out. Pope is in the pits as well. Yes, I did say Pope was in the pits before. So Carnifex coming around in 11th. If he has pitted, he's going to gain a few positions. Nice and smooth around there. Trying to resurrect this race. He moves up into 9th currently with a few more people still to pit. But Pope has come out just in front of him, and this could turn into a really good battle as Carnifex is going to get the run on him in this straight. If Pope had a little bit more space between him, he might be able to use his speed around the corner, but this battle is now developing. Carnifex is thinking about a run through, he's going to wait. Pope's so quick through the corners. Look at that grip of that Ford GT. That's crazy. Alright, FT has gone into the pits. It's an early pit stop for FT. And if I have a look, Bundy has stayed out. Bundy's going to try to get some laps done with FT in the pit. We'll jump on board with Bam. He's coming around the final corner. Bam has pitted. Arstrack is staying out. So Arstrack will take 2nd place. Try to get some clean laps in. So we jump back to Carnifex and Pope. A little bit loose out of the corner, Carnifex. Pope run really wide, but it managed to work for him. As they complete lap 9, they start lap 10. Interesting to see where FT has come out. Where is he on the track? He's come out in 5th. So he hasn't come out in traffic, and that is going to work really well for him because pretty much he's still lapping head to head with Bundy. So it's worked out really well for him. So Pope and Carnifex, 6th and 7th. These are the closest two on the track at the moment. I lie. We've got Phil and CT still having a good battle here. So we'll jump on board with Phil. He's in 11th. CT's in 10th. So these two are both now pitted as well. So they've both come back out on the track. They're at the same place. There's Scissor up ahead in 9th. So the teammates running really close, and they are pretty close in speed. Put them in identical cars. Pope's getting a bit of a gap now on Carnifex. No, it looked like it, but it wasn't. Alright, so the front ones are in the pits. Let's jump on board with FT. As he comes around, I think he's going to definitely stay out in front. Bundy is coming around the first turn. You should be able to see him just there. There's Bundy there. So FT has managed to keep 1st place. Pitting a little bit early as they start lap 11. Is Bundy going to come out in 2nd? Arstrack coming out of the pits. Bundy is in 2nd, Pope 3rd, Carnifex 4th. So I do assume that Carnifex has pitted. He's running in 4th place, so he's managed to jump everyone in the pits. Pope going super defensive. Doesn't want to lose his position down the straight. Uses his excellent grip around the bus stop as they come down the outer loop. Pope with so much grip just gaps him. They go through the tight twisty sections. So Carnifex, if he has pitted, which I believe he has, he's up into 4th. Now Arstrack in 5th, Bam in 6th. Teammates stuck together again. Jump on board with FaZe. He's down in 10th. He's still trying to get past everyone. So he's come out of the pits just behind Phil in 9th. CT's in 8th, so Faye's still in the battle with CTs, but Phil has popped up in the middle of these guys. Stay here for a little bit. So we've got FT with the fastest lap with a 1:45.9, Bundy with a top speed of 312 kilometers, so can't be too far off. And what has happened here? Just lost a little bit of connection there for a little bit. So we didn't see Phased almost get past Phil. He's going to go for the move. He's not. He's going to go for the inside run. He touches Phil just a little bit on the outside. Lets him get the run again. He's trying his hardest, Phased, to get past. He just keeps tapping into people. It hasn't been a great race. He's gone for the moves. They haven't come off. He loses a bit of time again. So RMR and Bam close together still. Carnifex fourth, Pope in third. The gap between these two is still identical. Carnifex just running out into the grass a little bit. Straight's just quite not long enough for Carnifex to use his speed out of the Lamborghini. He catches up at the end of the straight. Pope runs away on the corner. Now these two, they should be starting to see Bundy very, very soon. They keep running the pace that they are. They've got a couple of laps left. Maybe not enough laps. As FT crosses the line to start lap 13. 3 laps to go. As Pope finishes lap 12 in third place. Runs such a good race. He's going to be under pressure from Carnifex the rest of the race, as he has been for quite a lot of the race. FT still running in the 46s, everyone else running in the 47s as I see the ticker go through. Looks like RMR has finally got a little bit of a gap on Bam. A little bit of breathing space. Scissor 7th, CT's 8th, Phil 9th, Phased in 10th. Phase looking for the way through. Can he make it happen? Rest of the order: Eeyore in 11th, Kingdom in 12th. We've only got 12 runners left at the minute. A couple of guys have dropped out. Last track in his BMW. So Pope. We missed it. Pope is in 4th, Carnifex is in 3rd, so Carnifex must have made the move before the bus stop. I apologise, we missed the action while we were checking out everyone else. So Pope, can he get it back? It's the power down, but I feel like Pope ran a little bit wide then. Could have kept it closer. Used his mechanical grip. The Carnifex is into the faster part of the track now, so Pope, can he keep in close as they come to complete lap 13? There's 2 laps left. Pope hold on to 3rd for so long. Unfortunately, he's just lost out Carnifex with a couple of laps to go. He's going to keep the pressure on, but this is Carnifex's part of the race. Right here is where his car exceeds. Quick look, and RMR is still ahead of Bam. Scissor 7, CT's 8th, Phil in 9th, Phased in 10th. We'll have a quick look. Phased is looking for a way past Phil. The Lamborghini in a straight line has just got the edge. Pope, can he go for a move up the hill? Carnifex has gone defensive, he's not letting Pope have the run. Pope's managed to get on the power lots earlier. Lamborghini power, unfortunately. Is Pope going to go for another run? He's not, he tucks in behind. It's a beautiful apex. Carnifex is going to be under pressure. These two are hatching such a great race. Two different cars, two different ways of racing. So FT crosses the line to start the final lap. Pope with the run, but Carnifex with the power as they complete their lap 14. These are the closest two on the track at the moment. Phased and Phil are still battling it out, so we'll keep an eye on them as we go. We'll stay here with Pope. See if he can get some sort of a run on Carnifex anywhere. Carnifex's fastest part of the lap. The Bundys managed to get through the bus stop cleanly. He'll be happy that's the last time he sees the bus stop for a while. Looks like he's going to finish in second place behind FT, so not a bad effort after some unfortunate happenings in the first race. Pope starting to gain on Carnifex now. Is he going to go for a move somewhere? Carnifex doesn't think so. Just parks on the apex. Pope got nowhere to go. Just gets a little bit of a twitch out of the corner. Can't make it happen. He's probably not going to make it happen now. He's got a bit of a gap, Carnifex. So we'll jump on board with FT. He's heading to the final turn. This is Watkins Glen, RMR Forza GT Championship. FT with the race win number 2. He crosses the line in first place. We have Bundy coming around the final turn. Finishes the race in second place. Carnifex in third. Pope's going for it but didn't quite make it happen. Kept the pressure on, unfortunately. Lost out in the end. So Bam is in 6th, still hassling RMR. Manages to finish in 5th. Good race from these guys. So we head on CT 7th, Phil 8th, Phased in 9th. So we managed to lose someone. Scissors in 10th. Scissor must have had an accident. He's lost 3 positions in the last couple of laps. So unfortunately for Scissor in 10th. Jump on board with Eeyore, who's going to finish the race in 11th. And Kingdom in 12th to finish out the top 12 of the runners who are still left. Alright, let's check out the previous race. We have FT, fastest lap of the race, and managed to finish in first. He pretty much cleaned up most of the field on the first lap as he started from around about 12th, I think. It's up into 4th after lap 1. Managed to get away through. Bundy, so close to hitting the bus stop. I think he clipped it around about lap 3 or 4 with FT pressuring him. Bundy, I think he's hit the bus stop 3 times in this race, unfortunately. Did a flip over RMR apparently as well. Not in this race, but in the previous race. Managed to finish 2nd, so a good result for him there. I'm assuming that will keep him in first place in the championship. Carnifex with a good race. Finished in 3rd. Had trouble getting past everyone at the start of the race, but managed to get the job done. Pope held on to 3rd place so long. Carnifex just getting him with 3 laps left, but didn't get much of a gap on him, as you can see there, finishing 0.2 away from each other. Epic race from Carnifex and Pope. RMR, pretty uneventful race this time, but finishes in 5th. RMR Bam in 6th. CT's Phil and Faye 7th, 8th and 9th. Thanking Scissor, who ran most of the race in 7th place, had a bit of an issue near the end. Eeyore in 11th, Kingdom in 12th, and Aussie Bogan runs out everyone who was left in 13th. Actually, Aussie Bogan didn't finish the race. Great racing from everyone there. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been the RMR Forza GT Championship Round 4 Watkins Glen. You've seen Race 1 and Race 2. Next week, same time, we are here for Round 5, Yas Marina, 14th of March. If you want to sign up to race, there's a couple of positions left. If you want to join in the epic races, it's been pretty spectacular. Don't forget, at the end of the month, 28th of March, we've got the RMR team event. We have 6 or 7 teams signed up. Definitely 6 teams signed up, so that should be some awesome team racing as always. I'm going to leave you guys with it. It's been a really good action here tonight, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.